Assalamu alaikum, this is Shahzeeb, an early childhood education and development practitioner. Today we are going to discuss about developmental system approach. For understanding developmental system approach, we must understand what is development. The development refers to the process of growth, progress, and change in an individual. It encompasses various aspects such as cognitive, physical, social, emotional, and economic growth. So now talking about the developmental system approach, it is an interdisciplinary framework for understanding development. It emphasizes the idea that development is not solely determined by one's genes or environment, but it is a complex interplay between genetic, environmental, and other contextual factors. Since I'm from education side, for us, developmental system approach means everything that shapes the student's growth, like family, culture, social, economic factors, economic growth, and so on, and more, whatever factors that affect the growth or development. This helps us create a better, well-rounded learning experience. We work together with different experts to make it more exclusive and supportive, and we consider whole child's development, not just academics. Now I will explain two different theories related to this approach. The first one is the bioecological model proposed by Yuri Bronfenbrenner. It is a framework that emphasizes understanding the human development within different interconnected systems. So these systems include microsystem. This is the innermost layer and includes the immediate environment that an individual directly interacts. It encompasses family, school, peers, and close relationships, and it has a great effect on individuals' growth and development. The next layer or the next system is mesosystem. Mesosystem involves the connections and interactions of the elements of microsystem. For example, how family life and school lives are connected, how they interact and influence each other. So this is what we have in mesosystem. The next one is exosystem. The exosystem includes external settings or contexts that are indirectly affects individuals' development, such as the workplace of a parent, which can influence the family matters, and or government policies that can affect school or communities, etc. The next system is macrosystem. The macrosystem encounters on broader perspectives about cultural and societal values, norms, and beliefs that affects the individual's development. This includes all the cultural, social, economical, and political factors. The next and the last system is chronosystem. The chronosystem involves dimension of time and how things change with time and how development affects over time. It recognizes that the development is not static. It revolves over lifetime. The bioecological model emphasizes to understand human development fully, one must consider interactions and influences between all the systems and must consider direct and indirect influences on broader perspectives like culture, belief, social conditions, economic conditions, political factors that also affect human development. So the next theory that we are going to discuss here is the probabilistic epigenesis model proposed by Gilbert Gottlieb. It works by recognizing that human development is a complex and dynamic process that is influenced by various number of factors. So let's see how it operates. Genetic and environmental interactions. This model acknowledges that both a person's genetic makeup and their environment play a role in shaping development. Genes provide a kind of blueprint, but they don't determine everything. They don't determine everything. This is the main thing that we have to focus here, that genes are only not the thing that we have to focus when we have to understand the development. There are other factors as well other than genes and environment that influence individuals' development. The next is probabilistic nature. The word probabilistic here means the development is not fixed or predictable. It changes with different events and different experiences with time. So even the people with same genes and same environment can show variation in development because of their different experiences, the different interactions they face. So it is not necessary that if we can take the example of even identical twins, if they have same genes, same environment, even then they can't have very similar development. Third is dynamic process. So development is seen as an ongoing or evolving process. It is not a one-time event but a series of changes over a person's lifetime. Next is individualized development. Since everyone's life, their interactions, the events they faced, the circumstances they faced, the challenges they faced are different, are unique. So the model suggests that the two individuals will develop in exactly same way is not possible. So even if they share similar genetic and environmental background, as I said earlier, they will not have the same sort of development as their interactions, their experiences may differ, and that will influence their growth and development. So the next is complex interplay. The model highlights that development results from the interplay of countless internal and external factors, including genetics, environment, personal experience, and chance events. These factors are in constant interactions with each other. As each and every interaction, each and every part, each and every moment, each and every process, each and every circumstance that we go through influence our development, influence an individual's development. That this model says that how people grow and change is not only about genes and environment. It is a mix of both with a chance. It is not easy to tell about someone, to tell about how will someone develop or predict about an individual just by considering their genes and environment. After understanding these two theories, it is very important to discuss that developmental system approach requires interdisciplinary approach. So interdisciplinary approach is required because it recognizes that human development is influenced by many other factors, not just gene or environment, or not just a single factor that affects the development of an individual. So it is very important to learn and see development through all the domains like biology, psychology, sociology, etc. The interdisciplinary approach ensures that interventions and policies are well-rounded and contextually relevant. This approach encourages collaboration between the experts from different fields like educators, psychologists, sociologists, biologists, and all other fields relevant to find out about development, to create a supportive and inclusive environment that addresses the diverse needs and potential of a particular student or of all the students. It helps to shape a comprehensive view of education that goes beyond mere instruction to consider the whole child's development. Now here's an example how developmental system approach encourages the collaboration of various fields and how we can apply those practices. So from educational side, like in a school, the principal, teacher and psychologist recognize the importance of diversity, recognize the importance of diverse needs of their students. So they applied the following practices by working together and with different professionals. So the first thing is collaboration, and they arranged regular meetings with educators, psychologists, and from different fields, different professionals to collaborate and plan some strategy for their students to cater their diverse needs. The next is holistic development. So the teachers following this approach focus not only on the academics of the child, but also focus on social and emotional well-being of the child. So the teacher must provide different sort of activities that will help the student for their holistic development. Then the next is identifying challenges. School psychologists will closely work with teacher to identify students facing difficulties in classrooms. They examine not only academic issues but also consider social and emotional factors that may be affecting the student and its performance. The next is tailored support. With input from various professionals, a comprehensive plan is developed for each struggling student. This plan might involve academic support, counseling, or even involving students' family in the process, addressing not just academic issues but also as a whole child's need. And the fifth one is inclusive environment. So the school as a whole strives to create an inclusive environment so that every child may reach to its potential, and creating a fostering environment gives students a sense of safety, security, and it's good for their well-being. So this is the example. This is a very simple example that promotes developmental system approach, in which the school supports the collaborative efforts of educators, psychologists, sociologists, and other professionals to ensure the well-being of student, to ensure that they will not only consider the academic development of the student but also the holistic development of the student. The student is developing in all domains or not, so to check it, these are the practices that they applied in the school. So this is a very common example, very easy example to understand. This is all about the developmental system approach. In the last, I would just say understanding development is not easy. It has so many perspectives, it has so many factors that influence individuals' development. It is not easy to predict how someone will develop. But on the whole, we can try to study development and can make different strategies for the well-being of our students or an individual that needs our support. So thank you, take care, Allah Hafiz.